Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my creative time with Emma. And also I'm going to welcome myself back. It's been a crazy last few months. Lots of changes happened over the last few months. That's why I haven't been on. Let's just say that we're back to just me and my mom as a team now. My assistant didn't work out, so it's just me and my mom, and I had to like kind of retrain her because my mother used to do basically everything he used to do. This was before that we remember when I changed my whole platform in the store. So she knew the old system. She didn't know the new system. So I've been training her now because she told me she is ready to come back full time again. Which I'm super excited about that because she needed a break, because the reason why I actually had to hire someone, because after my dad had passed away, it was hard because they both helped me and it was hard for her, you know what I'm saying? And I told her she needed a much needed break. So she still helped me, like during the releases, she would help like pull the orders and stuff like that, but not as intense as she used to. So now she's back. So just be patient with us, my friends, because it's just we don't have that extra hand anymore. So it's gonna be like with the new, now we do have a new release coming up this Friday, and we also have a Black Friday sale, which I'm gonna go over the little coupon codes with you right here. I'm super excited about this. So anyway, so it's gonna take about maybe it's going to take probably the entire week for us to process everything. So be patient with us, my friends. Your orders are not going to go out as quickly on Monday as they usually are. We will probably get some out. You know, it depends. Like I said, we're still in the whole little transition process. So, but I'm happy to have my mom back. It's nice to actually have her working side by side with me again full time. So I'm happy about that. So anyways, my friends, so I'm hoping the new year, I'm trying to get everything situated again. Trying to figure out how we're going to do everything. But for the new year, I plan on having a regular schedule. So I'm probably just going to do, rather than 2 to 3 videos a week like I used to back in the day, I'm probably just going to do 1 video a week. If I can do another one, that would be considered a bonus. But I'm going to kind of just like commit myself to 1 video a week. So this way it could give me a chance to work, you know, a lot. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And now, like I said, I kind of have to like really, not that I didn't do anything before, but you know what I'm saying? I had that help. So I'm going to be kind of, you know, helping my mom with a lot of stuff. So anyways, so that's what's been going on with me, my friends. I swear I haven't abandoned you. I did get some emails, people asking, am I okay? I'm fine. I do update on Instagram. So hopefully you are all have like an account on Instagram, and you don't even have to post. Just go ahead and just set up an account. So this way you could see everything, follow me, because that's basically mainly where I post now. I think I post more on Instagram than I do on Facebook, okay? So if you are on Instagram, you already saw this here. This is the our annual Black Friday sale. Okay, well, I'm going to kind of keep it down. Hopefully you could see it there. See if I could zoom in a little bit for you. So I'll zoom back out after we're done, okay? So it won't be so in your face. So anyways, this is our Black Friday sale. So it's going to start Friday, November 24th at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sale ends on Sunday, November 26th at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So basically, you're going to save money by using the special codes below, which are these right here. So it's buy more, save more with these coupon codes. So basically, if you type in the code BF10, that is going to be, you're going to save $10 on your purchase of $50 plus. Okay. And if you type in the code BF15, that one you're going to save $15 on your purchase of $75 plus. So basically, this BF10 will go from $50 to $74. So if you spend between 50 and 74, you'll get that $10 off. Okay. And if you spend, and this next one here is save $20 on your purchase of $100 plus. So if you enter in that code BF20, you will save $20 on anything from, let's see, from, let me think, make sure I get this correct here. Okay, so you'll save $10 on anything from $50 to $74. Okay, you'll save $15 on anything between $75 and $99. You'll save $20 on anything between $100 and $124. Okay, and then you'll save $25 on anything after $125, and then after that you'll save 25 bucks. Okay, so these are the coupon codes. So hopefully that makes sense, my friends. You're going to apply the coupon code to whatever that will go with your order, whichever applies to your order, I should say. So put that code in. So whatever you do, my friends, please don't forget to enter the coupon code. Yeah, so don't forget to enter the coupon code, because remember, I don't go in there and enter the coupon codes anymore. Because it takes a lot of time. Time I don't have, my friends. I wish I did, I swear. I wish there was more time in the day. I wish we had an extra day in the week. That would be so good. So anyway, so yeah, so please don't forget the coupon codes. These are all of them. So if you kind of have an idea of what you want already, kind of study the code. So this way you'll know what to enter in the system. Okay. You're going to put that code at checkout, and then it'll tell you your discount code. Okay, so anyway, so that is that there. So in addition to our Black Friday sale, I'm super excited because we are going to have a new release. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you right now. This is our 138th edition release. I didn't do sneak peeks this week, my friends. I did do it on Instagram, okay, but I just kind of I didn't do no videos. I just did just some couple of pictures here and there, because I gave my team this week off, obviously because of Thanksgiving, and I knew everybody was probably going to be busy cooking, so I figured, you know what, let's just show everything on Friday. So you'll see everything on Friday. You'll see, I'll link up the blogs, all the design team that are on the blog design team, and then I'll also link up the YouTube team as well, and you'll be able to see all their videos. Oh my God, they did some fabulous projects. I cannot wait for you to see. So we have about 8 items that we are releasing. So I'll go ahead and show you the first one. This one's called Prim Hearts in Alpha. There are, I don't know how many dies are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A total of 10 dies in here. So these are some really cute Prim Hearts. And these are, let's see. Let me see what the biggest one measures. The biggest one here measures approximately maybe 3, a little over 3 1/4, the biggest one. And the smallest one is a 1/2 inch. Okay. So I will be coming out with some bigger ones later on, but I figured these would be perfect for what we're going to need them for. Now this here goes with, there is a coordinating stamp set that does come with this set. Now, you know how usually there's a little white thing, like a little white space around the stamp, but this one doesn't have it. So, next week, I'm going to have the video in my store explaining to you the easiest way to go ahead and use this stamp and the die to make it work. Okay, so it does come with some the full alphabet and then numbers, and I think this is so cute because you'll see what we did with that set. Okay, so that's the first set, and I'll show you a few examples, all right, of everything I'm going to be showing you today. Okay, then we have 2 new die sets. Now these are separate. I just kind of store them together, so pretend this is not here at the bottom. So we have Winter Angel Wings. Comes with 2 sets of wings with some snowflakes in there, and it has this. So there was 1 set of wings, another set of wings, and then I added a little halo because these are going to make super cute snow angels. Okay, and then we have a little Winter Angel Wings. Now keep in mind, these wings will coordinate beautifully with our giant ginger dies. Okay, so keep that in mind. You could use that not only for the snowman that I'm about to show you, but the ginger dies. Okay, and then we have the little winter angel wings. Super duper cute. Now, I didn't do the snowflake on this one only because it was a very intricate, and then when I did have it on there, so I changed it right away because you couldn't even tell they were snowflakes. So I switched it and did it like that for the smaller versions, okay? And these smaller ones fit our little regular size, the OG original ones that came out, the ginger boy and girl dies perfectly. So cute. And I have a project showing you that too. Okay, and this next one here is our Miss Snow Lady. Again, next week I will have the videos in the store explaining you each piece and how to put this together. Okay, this is the Miss Snow Lady, and it comes with several pieces in here. It's just super duper adorable set. I'll show you some assembled already. So there goes this, and it comes with a set of stamp set. I kept the stamp set small to try and keep the price down, okay? So I think this is perfect. So since she has a plain scarf, you could go ahead and stamp this little decoration onto the plain scarf if you want, or you could emboss it. And then we have snowflakes or angel kisses, and then we have peace, hope, and joy. And then we have the two little face dies that will work. I'm sorry, not face dies, the face stamps that will work with her, okay? So that is that. Next one, so that's the Miss Snow Lady. This next one is the Mr. Snowman. Now this one's adorable. Now this one here has a little banner that will go across the hat, okay? And this one also has some sentiments. And these sentiments here fit perfectly in the little banner. So we have Let It Snow, Happy Winter, Snowflake Kisses, Happy New Year, Joy is in the Air, and Merry Christmas. And then we have his little eyes, the little face stamps that will fit him beautifully. Okay, so there is our Mr. Snowman. And then we have our little Mr. Snowman and little Miss Snow Lady. These are sold separately, okay? So basically, I just store them all in one, only because I don't want to like waste packaging and to put them in something else. Hopefully that makes sense. So what I'm going to do, and these also come with stamps, okay? So I'm going to put it next to the one it goes with. Okie dokie. So this one here, so basically this is the little Mr. Snowman, and the little scent, it also comes with a little set of stamps for the face. And then this one says, these sentiments says, wishing you peace, love, and joy. Thanks so much. May the joys of winter never melt. When it snows, you have two choices, shovel or make snow angels. That is for the little Mr. Snowman. Okay, now the little Miss Snow Lady, her sentiments read, snowflake wishes for a very Merry Christmas. In the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near. May your season sparkle, and to my snow angel. And then again, we have the little face stamps that will go with her. So basically, this is a set here, and this is a set. Okay, so that is that. And then last but most certainly not least, we have a stamp. This is stamps only. This one's called Angel Kisses. God, I hate this glare. Sorry about the glare, guys. And this says, you're my guardian angel. You're a blessing to me. Sending you angel kisses. May there always be an angel by your side. Thanks for being my angel. Snow angel kisses. I believe in angels because of you. To my sweet angel. And then your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly. Super, super cute. Okay, so I'm going to show you the projects I made with them. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the little guys first. Okay, these are the little, this is the little Mr. Snowman. Now, how cute is that? So I paired it up with the little Prim Heart die. Okay, and then I'm also using an older, this little card die set is not in this release, let me kind of put the stuff over here that I use so it could be easy to access. So for this one, I use my Pretty Oval layer dies. I use the second to the biggest one for that one. And then I also use the second to the biggest one for the scallop one. Okay, so these are separate dies. This is the Pretty Scallop Oval dies. And then for this layer is the Pretty Oval layer dies. Okay, so for this one, what I did was I put it on a little brad here. Okay, so basically I just popped up this layer and put the brad in between so you can't see it. Okay, doesn't it look super adorable? Isn't he so cute? And then for the paper pad, I actually use, let me see if I have it here. I use these two, for these two, I use dots, solids, and stripes, and this one coordinates with Let It Snow. So I use, I use both of these paper pads for these two here. Aren't those so cute? And what I do is I stamped the sentiment that was in the set. Oopsie. Okay, and I stamped in there, wishing you peace, love, and joy. Super adorable. Okay, so that is that one. And then we have our little snow lady. How beautiful is she? Okay, so you can see there's a little scarf on him, and this one I didn't use a scarf. I used the little trim that came with the jacket. And then for this one, I used for her bottom layer, where did it go? For her card base, I used the Snowball Stitched Frame Die layers. So I did use the biggest layer of the stitch on here. And then for the bottom layer, I used the bigger one back here. This is the Snowball Frame Dies, and these two are sold separately. And then this one, I just put Thanks Snow Much. Isn't she so cute? I put the little heart in her pocket and then put another heart there. And of course, I tucked one behind her. Isn't she so cute? Look at the little details on her little jacket and the hat. So it says, Thanks Snow Much. Oh, and this set, I finally got back in stock. It's been out for such a long time. And I always try and reorder it, and then I forget. This is the Tag Frame Die layers. So this is the one that comes with the stitching. And then this next one is the Tag Frame Die. So basically these will layer perfectly on here. But to make the sentiment fit, I used the smallest one. I didn't use the stitched one for that one. Okay. But isn't she so cute? And then you could go ahead and then again, I have another swivel. So this one says, thanks so much. I figure, you know what? Somebody could write what they're thankful for on the inside. So I didn't stamp anything on the inside on that one, okay? So there is that. So let's get to the big, oh, okay, yeah, let's get to the bigger guys here. So I made here, now these, let me actually scooch these up here. I made these into tags. Now these are the bigger guys. Isn't that so adorable? So this is, you can see the size difference here. Okay, see how cutie patootie she is. That's a little tiny guy. And then this is the bigger version. And I went ahead and I used the little snowball frames and stamped Snow Angel Kisses on there. And then on here, what I did, I put a little snowflake in her pocket. Isn't that cute? And used some little glitter paper for her wings. And then on the back, it says, may there always be an angel by your side. So I turned this into an actual tag, and I think this is super cute. Same with our little guy here. Happy Winter. And then in the back of him, I stamped, when it snows, you have two choices, shovel or make snow angels. Super cute. Aren't these adorable? I love the way these came out. So I turned those into tags because of the little wing. Aren't those so, look at, you see the little snowflakes detail on the wing. So cute. Okay, so there's that. And then I created, now this is what I did. I made a little ornament, and I made this little snowman. Now this is, I used the big Mr. Snowman. I made him out of felt. I was super excited because I was running really low on my paper tray ink felt, and it came just in time. It was supposed to come next week, but it came. I was so happy it came early. So I turned this one into an ornament. So here goes the little, this is the one that you stamp on. Remember I showed you the Prim one? Let me get it again. So basically, this is the stamp. I used the stamp and I went ahead and I stamped hugs in there. And then I used this to cut it out. As you can see, the little tiny black lining around it. And that's super cute. And I have it held together with a little string. And I kind of put the string like in the hand so it looks like he's holding it. And then I just use my little Copic marker to fill in the little lines there. And then I used a Sharpie, very thin Sharpie to do the little stitching on there, just like so. I could have hand stitched it, but I didn't. I couldn't find any needles or thread. So I said, forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and just do it this way. And I think he came out super cute. And then for the face, I lightly stamped it with like a light gray, my archival ink, or I think that's what color I used. And then what I did was I just went in there and I just colored in the eyes with black and then colored in the little nose with a little orange Copic marker. And that's super cute. And I put little itty bitty buttons on the snowflake and little itty buttons on the little tummy. I absolutely love the way that one came out. So cute. And then last but most certainly not least, I created this little card here. Okay, this one here. Oh, yeah, this one here, isn't she so cute? Now this is the one I told you how the little wings could go with the little small gingerbread. This one's the ginger boy and girl die. Okay, so let me just kind of grab it so you can have a visual just in case you don't have that set. This is it right here, the ginger boy and girl. Okay, and then I stamped using the little small ginger boy and girl faces, the ginger. But so these are them, and the small wings coordinate beautiful. Isn't that super? Isn't she so sweet? And then I put To My Sweet Angel. This is the one that's in the Angel Kisses stamp set that's sold by itself. And this is also from that set. Your wings already exist. All you have to do is fly. Isn't that cute? And I put the little Prim Hearts, and I put some little rock candy little glitter there from Tim Holtz. Put some at the bottom. And then for this tag, I use the my little assorted mini tag dies, and I used this one right here. Okay, so I used that. And then for the actual card base, I use my 3x3 square card die. So I just used the base of it along with this little scallop portion there. So I use the scallop there, and then also on the inside. And then for the paper, let's see which one that is. I use the Spring Gingers. So I use these are all script, the back of each pages. So I use the script ginger for that. Yeah, for this little background. And then for my actual envelope die, I used my is it this one that I use? Hold on, I'm getting confused. Hold on one second. So for my envelope, I actually used my my 3x3 fancy envelope die, and I love it that you could fit these onto my bigger paper pads now. And I use that pink plaid, the pink and brown plaid there for the little envelope. Isn't that super cute? So what I did was I just kind of put a little pink on the inside because the back of that page had the little Christmas gingers on there. So I figured I want it to be plain. So I put some little paper that will match this on there. And I think it came out super adorable. Isn't she so cute? I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but I try to put a little glitter for a little eyeshadow. I think she looks so cute. I love the way she came out. So that is it, everyone. These are all of my projects for this newest release we have coming up. So I will be back here Friday morning to kind of go over everything with you, with the codes and all of that stuff. So just in case, if you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to email me at info@my-creative-time.com, and I will answer your questions. So I just wanted to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Please be safe out there. Enjoy your time with your family and friends. I'm going to enjoy my time with my family for sure. I'm going to wear my buffet pants. So this way I can just eat everything and anything. This is my day to do it. So anyways, everybody, so thank you so very much for tuning in. Have a fabulous, fabulous day. And I will see you all back here Friday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is when everything will go live for sale. Okay? Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Bye-bye.